Let me pop this out, get this back. We should be okay. Home. All right. And oh, up and at 'em, Tiger. Oh, wow, that's really interesting. That should be a good video. All right, bud, come on. Oh, there we are. View your channel. There we go. Yeah? No, not yet, dude. I gotta hide some stuff from you still. Can't give you everything in one day. Go ahead, open it up. No, it's yours. Are you joking? I know Kenny was saying that, but guess what? Kenny doesn't need a phone in America. You do. Yeah, but you can't get a phone number on it. Now you can use your phone outside of the house with internet and everything. Yeah, open it up. Why don't you take a look? Go ahead and turn it on. Obviously, be careful with it. You know, hold down the buttons like you do. Huh? Tiny. It's the same size as your current phone. What are you talking about? Same screen size and everything. No, it's the exact same size. Why don't you turn it on and find out? What? The same way you turn on your phone. Your old phone, I mean. You've never turned your phone off or on? Okay, so hold down the two. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, what? Are you sure you've never done that? Dickochon. All right, hold on. We gotta go. Oh, hey, Jonah, what's up? Striker. King. Hello, King. Oh God, no. I can only be your queen. Hold on, guys. Let me pop. Yeah, and I already got every single thing set up on there for you. I moved everything. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could if you really want to. But the other one doesn't work outside of the house, just so you know. Okay, I'm just giving you a heads up. All right, give me a second here. YouTube. Oh, I didn't pop out the. It's iPhone 13. Yeah. Is there something you want to say or? Huh? Okay, you're welcome, buddy. Why won't this pop out? It's not giving me the option to pop it out. Oh, there it goes. That was weird. It wouldn't show up for a second. All right. Deco chilling and Maki keeping cozy. Yeah. I just gifted him. Okay, so you have a phone number now, and you can use your phone outside on the internet. Like any game that you're playing, when you leave, it still keeps working. Yeah, I have to pay for your phone. Yeah, of course, you're my son. Why would I not pay for your phone? Yeah, it works outside of the house. We can be anywhere now and it works. Yeah. Now you understand? Okay. Ugh. Yeah. You don't have to worry about internet connection anymore. You'll have a perfect internet connection no matter where you are. Oh, yeah, sorry. We got to go case shop. I need a new case too because I bought myself a new phone. Okay. Like my old case pretty much. Okay. We'll get it for you, bud. Oh, okay, okay. I know what you're talking about. Okay. What's going on? Why can't I? Wait, cancel. Oh, wait, it automatically. Wow, how does it do that now? Now it automatically updated. Okay, sorry guys. I was just talking to my son. I just gifted him a new iPhone. He was still using a really old one that couldn't get internet connection in, I mean, well, couldn't get cellular internet connection in America because it had, you can connect to the Wi-Fi when you're in the house, but now you can connect outside of the house. And you also have a phone number too. Yeah, I mean, it's a huge upgrade, right? Is that where yeah, your phone was definitely super. Oh, also your battery lasts a really long time too now. Yeah, I know. It's because this every time you update the operating system, it gets slower and slower. All right, sorry guys. I'm apologize for not answering chat faster. Let me get you over here. I got to be able to see it a little bit bigger. There we go. Wow, we got everybody already. Hey, and also guys, sorry about the late sign on. My wife and my son called right before I was about to sign on, and sorry, but they come first. No offense to you guys. Love them. Love you guys, but love them a little bit more, you know. Um, okay, Jonah, thank you for posting that right away. St. Clair, welcome back. So super stoked to see you back again, my friend. It always makes me happy when I see a return newcomer. You're not a newcomer anymore, though. Um, Maki thinking daddy won't help out. I know. Yeah, I don't know what he thought. Like I bought him a new phone, but didn't give him a connection. Like just like, here's your new phone with no way to use it at all. Yeah, you have a phone number and everything now. New phone, who dis? Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time. That used to be one of my favorite things to say. New phone, who dis? Um, hey Scott. Hey chat. Alejandro, what's up? Hey people who don't comment and only watch. That's awesome though. I'm like super stoked. If you're a person who watches and doesn't comment, um, I appreciate you. You are noticed because I can look at my viewer count and you're still very much so appreciated. Even if you're just lurking, even if you're just leaving the window open and listening to me chat in the background, I appreciate you. Ikram, welcome back. Striker, I got a new piercing. All right, what'd you get, Striker? I mean, as long as it's, you know, G-rated. I don't know what I did. Did I leave my phone over? Where did I put my phone? No, I can't find my own. Oh well. Give me just a second. I need to get it. Someone keeps messaging me as I'm talking to you guys. I can hear it. Give me just a second, guys. Just chill, man. Where did I put my new phone? This is the problem with buying a black phone. Oh, this one is. Yeah, I'm dumb and a half. It's hard to what? Oh, you can turn up the brightness if you need to on it. Oh, and I forgot. Who's listening to you?
Sorry, Ananda, like your YouTube was there, they're gone. Like why you was searching?
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. There's no way I can transfer that. Yeah. I mean, even for me, yeah. But the good thing is I saved your line. Did you see that? Everything you have online. I had to delete my own line account though to save yours because we were both connected to the same phone number. So it was either like you can either save this one or the other one. Which one is it? Oh, also, are you hungry?
Yeah.
I got you a bunch of food. You're gonna love this.
Ugh.
I got you some really good stuff, man.
I think I'm not still getting there. I have to go outside and
All right, don't worry, you'll get time. We can go looking for cases tomorrow if you want or something.
or I want to.
Oh, actually, you know what? Why don't we look? Probably it's easier if we look online. We'll go on Amazon and find you exactly what you want, okay? Because I need to get one too, you know? This is the first time I got a new phone.
I think I want to start keeping track of the things. That's what I want to get one.
Maybe. That might be true.
No, no.
Just a second, guys. I'm gonna get my son some dinner and then be right back.
Not like opening things. It's like a magnet that like even close it and like open.
Yeah. My case had that. My case had a magnet on it. I'll get you that. Don't worry.
Yeah,
You already know about the snacks. I put them in there. Look.
oh my god.
What?
Oh, couple days?
Well, actually, you're a little bit better Chipotle, which is like a level above Taco Bell. Right? Much better. Way less oil. Quality.
Oh.
Take a bite. Enjoy. Make sure I would eat over top of that though. Okay, do I got everything here now? Okay. Oh no, tight jeans. Tight jeans make it hard. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry for the wait there, guys. Sorry, everything happened kind of all at once. He woke up, then I had to go get my phone. All right, guys. Unrested. I like it. I saw this advertisement the other day called the I'm trying to find my wife build, and it was like all these video games. I never realized it before. They all wear like a green jacket, that green military jacket, and they have a hoodie underneath it, and they're wearing jeans. And like there's like multiple games where you're like looking for your wife and wearing that exact getup. I never realized that. Um, anyway, how are you guys all doing tonight? Oh, you're heading to Osaka for New Year's to see your buddies from back in the day. Where did you go, club? Sam and Dave's. We went to Sam and Dave's before. Bar Pure. Sequencento. You should go there. Sequencento is really nice. Um, go to Sequencento. It's owned by this awesome Australian dude who's like, um, very cool dude. So yeah, I know it's still there too. Um, is there any other place I would recommend? Dang it, what's the one Irish bar? There's one Irish bar there that's really good. I should remember the name, but I don't. Um, oh, Murphy's. All right, hold on. Let me start to type it in. Sequincento? Murphy's? Almost ate a bone there. Nasty. They're all in Shinsaibashi. You probably know the area of Shinsaibashi already. And Amemura, don't go to Bar Scorpion. I've talked about that before. Let me just take a look at what we're all doing here. Let me catch up with everybody real quick. It's cool, man. Pace yourself. As we know, you got fam and stuff going on. Thank you, Ikram. I do appreciate people who understand that aspect. We're all super offended that you're not number one, you're not number one priority. That's understandable. Very reasonable of everybody. All right, we got Jonah here already posting the links and everything. We got Slayer Duck, ASM, Scott ASMR, and I don't know if it put you to sleep. I got a new titanium in my bridge. I removed it and added it back in. Okay, cool, man. Sounds awesome, Striker. Tattoo games, Eric, man. I haven't seen you in a while, bud. I hope everything's going good. My neighborhood, because I have been helping him out. bought me a Warhammer 40K Space Marines 2. Oh, nice, dude. The game. Okay. Well, what's up, Mach Mach? What is it? Pakchi? What's Pakchi? Okay. Wait, I'll ask. I'll ask. Um, I know. I think I know what you're talking about. Hey Alexa, how do you say cilantro in Japanese? What's going on? Where's it answering me from? Hey Alexa, how do you say cilantro in Japanese?
Cilantro in Japanese is coriander. Bruh.
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I know. I don't know where they get that translation from. Is that like the Spanish word for cilantro? I'm gonna go to the bathroom and make myself coffee. You made coffee in your bathroom, Meadow? Gross. No, I'm just joking. Just being an idiot. Um, Sounds like a cool neighbor. Yeah, that does sound like a cool neighbor. That sounds like a neighbor that not only appreciates what you do, but also actually makes sure to show it. Like, that's an important part. Like I talked to you guys last night about that big event that like I led. And one thing I made sure today is I wrote like a really long, hard thought out email to send to everybody because I think one thing that's really missing a lot today in the workplace is public and recognized and fully announced thank yous for everybody. People don't get thanked enough for what they do in today's workplace. Um, you know, uh, a quick, oh, hey, good job, like that, or a quick, like, hey, thanks for coming in, like just to that person face to face. That's okay. That's like a good start, but publicly thanking somebody in the front of other people, I think, hoists them up and kind of shows you what level of appreciation you want them to feel. And I feel like it's honestly lacking so much today. I feel like a lot of workplaces, they kind of go silent for a long time until they find some kind of mistake you made. And that's when they want to get your attention. Be like, hey, take a look at this. Yeah, don't do this anymore. Be careful of doing this, okay? But how many workplaces actually take the time to, number one, take you aside and be like, hey, great work on that today. But then also, when you're in front of a bunch of other people who are your peers, say, hey guys, just to let you guys know, the reason this is being done so well today, you have this person to thank for that. They did an incredible amount of work, put some overtime in, took time out of their own day, sacrificed time with loved ones and family to be here to make sure this all runs smoothly. So the fact that you're able to do this or get this done so fast or that it's worked so well, this is the person to thank. Thank you for being here and doing that. Yeah, what's up, bud? Oh, what, you'd rather have the chicken than this? Okay, hold on. I'll switch you out, man. Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right. That's okay. That's okay. I'll switch you out, man. Hold on. My son wants fried chicken a little bit more than tacos. I got you. I got you. I'll switch you out, man.
It's like too strong.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll finish off the other one. That's fully chicken, man. Don't worry. You're gonna like it. It's good. Trust me.
I can think of it.
The whole thing, man. Of course you can eat the whole thing. Man, how do you not like these? These taste so good. Oh my god. Hold on. I need a napkin. That's what sounded crazy. And I spent all morning at Verizon getting you that new phone, like switching over the phone number. Dude, switching your old phone to the new phone was so difficult.
Wow.
Because you have to have them like close together, make sure they're both charged up fully. Like,
Let me get dialogue.
what? You want to use your other phone too?
No, you can't sell them.
No. I think what I'm gonna do if Kenny's still using that really busted, broken phone, I'll give him your old phone. I feel bad for him, dude. He's using like an iPhone 7.
I literally you can watch on YouTube.
Yeah, dude. I feel so bad for him. He's using that old iPhone 7. Definitely gonna update him. Deco going crazy. What's going on with that guy? All right. Don't fall in. I just ate 2.5 pound steak. Damn, that sounds incredible, Hogo. By the way, welcome back, Hogo, man. I'm glad to see you showing up again. Ikram, oh yeah, he is awesome. He has helped me out a lot. All right, it does sound like a great neighbor. Heading to Osaka. Bye. Yeah, okay, I talked to you about that. I joke. I do need to check my neighbors in case they need help or anything. We had a crazy storm this weekend. That's good. That's good of you, Ikram. Unrest fit. I like this new word, unrest fit. It's so hard to find clothes that like fit me proper. Because I'm an adult who wears extra small, or I usually have to buy youth large. I usually can't find my size. Oh, shoot. And then pants, dude, don't even get me started on trying to find a 27-inch waist. Oh, you shared some with your dogs? Oh, you're a sweet guy. It's only fair. Doggy food tax. I think they just can't find pants. Yeah, I don't know. You see Mr. Wallen, Mr. Wallen? Like he has a lot of trouble finding clothes because he's even skinnier than me. I don't know how he's always got to wear a belt all the time. I've been playing so much Warhammer today. It's so much fun. Okay, so Eric, the game's like super fun. I need to buy that one. When it goes on sale, man. I heard also the customization keeps getting better and better and better too. Am I eating chicken again? Maybe. Hey, chicken's good for you, man. It builds your muscles. That's what I heard from the chicken man. Deco's running around crazy today. I don't know what's going on. I gave him some good snacks. Blarney Stone. Yeah, I remember hearing that. I don't remember going to the Blarney. You can go to the Hub. That one sucks. That place is so crowded and it's so generic. It's like, how could we make the most generic UK bar ever? I know, the Hub. I hate the atmosphere there. I'm sitting in my dark cave with a nature dock. And wow, what is a nature dock? Can you explain, Jonah? I've never heard of that before. It's finally cold outside. Yeah, doesn't it feel great to have cold weather outside? I've got the doors open to my lanai. Oh God, Mohammed, love your content. Start following you from the days. Nice, dude. Thank you, Mohammed. You've been following me since 2009, dude. Thank you for sticking with me so long, and also welcome to the stream, dude. I love always having new people join the stream. So welcome, Mohammed. Stick with us, man. It's gonna be a fun night. We're gonna chill out and I think probably watch some movies and stuff together. I'm gonna go try to sleep. All right, Striker. You can head out before I read this. All right, Striker. If for some reason you do hear this, I hope you have a good night's rest, my friend. I've been good, man. I have just been busy. I have been in chat lurking when I can, even if I can't talk. Oh man, I appreciate it, dude. But yeah, just like with my own situation, dude. Of course, life comes first. Man, I got taco stuff on my pants, dude. Not cool, not cool, Scott. I don't like it. I love how the moons go crazy every time someone goes to sleep. You guys are hilarious. Yeah, everyone loves recognition. Okay, yeah, so that's what I was talking about before I was so rudely interrupted. No, I'm just joking. I really do think that, though. I really think, Japan did teach me the importance of thank you. You do get thanked a lot if you help somebody. But what Japan doesn't normally do is thank people publicly. I think that's more so due to their sort of more. Yo, what is going on with you? Are you okay? What did I feed him? Just like Temptations cat treats. He's like losing his mind now. Holy smokes, dude. Yeah, he like must have had Red Bull or something. I don't know what it is. Not catnip. There's no catnip in there. Holy smoke, that boy losing his mind. He going crazy. Sorry, that was gross. Just I had a big strand of spit. Um, welcome back, or should I say, welcome bathroom. How's the bathroom coffee? I shouldn't start that. That's mean, Scott. Stop. Just when you the way you wrote this sentence, I just imagine like you've got this whole elaborate coffee set up in your bathroom. Uh, so stupid, so childish, Scott. Um, no, like thank you is ultra important, and it's not said enough in jobs these days. And like I said, in Japan, they really taught me like the beauty of thank you. Like they were really good about always thanking you, even sometimes like presenting a gift and everything for thanking you, even if it was a roll cake, which I could never, I don't want to have another roll cake for as long as I live, or a bath towel, which, okay, I get it. I get it. Thank you, Japan. I love you. You guys are great. I hate the thing you get over and over again is like a bath towel or a roll cake. And it's just like, I want to open a store where I make roll cakes out of bath towels, and definitely I'd be the number one salesman in Japan for the next 100 years. Um, are you okay now? You calm down, bud? You guys can see him over there, the big old Deco-chan. Um, but it's important. But I think it's also important to publicly thank people, to like be like, look, this person, number one, it motivates because, even if they act shy, even if they act like, oh no, silly little me doing a good job, tee hee, like you're just like, no, man, like we appreciate you, and I want publicly people to know that we appreciate you. But also it serves as a motivator for other people who might want that kind of recognition, who might be like, I want to get thanked in public. I want to thank you. I think it really builds team morale. And I think it's also like really important. Like you always have people who help out and stuff like that. But I think you also need to talk about when people go above and beyond. Um, that not only do what's expected, but go even far beyond that. Like you really need to point that out and be like, not only was this person there for something, but they also made sure to bring all this extra stuff, had a ton of energy, stayed late, um, worked multiple different tasks, got a lot of different deadlines done. That really needs to be pointed out and respected and touted as a point of champion workmanship. That's what I'm looking for. Um, you know, I'm not saying you got to present trophies or something like that, but I feel like sometimes a thank you in public is a trophy within itself. Teacher got game. I like this name. This is a good name. Hey, Unrested, what is it about Japan that feel like home and like a foreign country to you at the same time when you live there? Ooh, that is, holy cow, that is a great question. Um, first of all, hold on. Um, First of all, that question's good enough that I'm writing it down. Um, home and foreign at the same time. That's a good enough question that it should be its own video. I'm going to try and answer it a little bit here. But for example, I mean, the holidays. Let's go right to the holidays. Okay, so you got Christmas. Japan decorates pretty beautiful for Christmas. But then, when you see Japanese Santa, you're kind of like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess he could be Japanese. You don't know. Um, when you, yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. So you got that, but you also have, the fact that they celebrate, um, Christmas a lot of the times at Kentucky Fried Chicken, which, okay, I get it. Like you want to have a big chicken dish, because you can't have turkey. But that's also like a Japanese thing that they've like made it a big deal to like order chicken from Kentucky Fried Chicken on Christmas. I know, I know. I'm just the person asked me like what feels like it's American, but it also feels foreign when you're in Japan, and that's like one of the things. Like it's an American thing, but it feels ultra um, foreign. Let me see what else. What else would be a good example? Um, hmm. That's the first one that comes off the top of my head. That's actually the reason I'm stopping to think on that one is because that is really a great, first of all, just great question. You're hitting me up the first time with your question here, and it's great. And I need to make that a whole video within itself. I think I could meditate on that for a while and really come back with some great answers to that. So thank you. Thank you for that question, Teacher Got Game. Um, are you a, can I ask Teacher Got Game, like what, are you a teacher in Japan or are you a teacher here in the States or, and if so, what kind? What kind of teacher? Just interesting to me from one teacher to another. Zach, what do you wish wasn't shared? Okay, wait, hold on. Sorry, I don't want to skip T Dog here. T Dog, first of all, welcome back, man. Glad to see you here again. Hadn't seen you in a little bit, so I'm happy to see you. Can you talk about the social and economic aspect on Western nations from Japan's industries? Man, that's a heavy question, bro. I mean, great question. Holy cow, man. Um, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take a picture of that one. That's a great question, dude. Holy cow, T Dog. Um, Social and economic aspect on Western nation. Okay, so there are some, there's like some crossover. I don't know if you guys have heard recently, but there's like a civil war within like Sony. You got the Japan division and the American division, and apparently like the Sony one in Japan is selling like hotcakes. Like everything they come out with this year sold pretty amazing from Japan, but like everything bombed from America's Sony. For example, Concord. I don't know if you heard about the like 6 days that existed. Um, yeah, the game only lasted like 6 days and they shut it down. It was like Fortnite. They tried to be like Fortnite and it lasted 6 days and they canceled it because the sales were so bad. Um, so I mean, you got like that kind of influence. What else would I say is like I think I've heard there's crossover in the work ethic, like a lot of like the work ethic of like Toyota in America. Um, that kind of crosses over. But I don't think that you probably don't mean that. You probably mean like completely Western origin based companies being influenced by Japanese. Um, I could get into a story. It's a heavy story. So I have one great uncle who worked as a pharmaceutical salesman between Japan and America, and um, they were bringing over some over-the-counter drug, some kind of cough medicine or something like that to Japan, and he had to talk through like everything that was involved with like the ingredients and everything that they would need to make it, and how the way the Japanese company handled having this shipped over bled into the company that he was working for at the time. It was pretty interesting, but that'd be like a mega long story. T Dog, um, I wanna I wanna answer that question in full. Like I wanna also put that one aside and answer it in full because that is a great God. You guys are hitting me up with the greatest questions tonight. Thank you, man. I mean, you're just building the show for me almost. Sorry if I'm sounding super gross. I'll be done in just a bit here. Oh, teacher got game. I'm hearing. I hear you. I hear you. I'm anti-Sony because of Japan. The Japanese didn't give Xbox a shot. I remember the stores have a small Xbox section and an aisle PS4 games. Yeah, Um, at the same time, though, Xbox didn't really cater properly to the Japanese. Um, I mean, if you look at some of like the silly sales things they did, well, first of all, like the Xbox itself was a gargantuan machine that was like, you know, the main reason a lot of Japanese aren't so good at using computers is because they couldn't fit the desktop in their house. Like it was too big of a thing to put in their house. So like they're kind of behind the times when it comes to computer literacy. Um, whereas the laptop was easily accepted and in many households now. Um, the Xbox kind of fell under the same, situation where it was just like, the X crate pretty much, man. That thing was huge, especially the first version, man. I do agree with you in certain aspects that like Japan definitely didn't give Xbox a shot at all. Um, at the same time, I mean, you can kind of understand the, you know, trust in like what's made in my own country and stuff like that when it comes to gaming systems and stuff. I mean, they're pretty passionate about their video games. Um, I I need to go into a list at some point. Probably I need to look it up. But there were like a couple other things that Microsoft did ask Japan about. Like they asked a lot of like marketing aspects, or like, oh, if you could do this and make this easier to do, like especially something I forget exactly what it was. I need to, you know, I can't be quoted on this because I don't know exactly where this came from. But I remember there was something about switching between English and Japanese on the Xbox that they made the UI kind of like a real mess. So Japanese weren't as quick to like snatch it up because of that. And the next version they were going to come out with, the Xbox One or whatever the next one was after that, that they asked consumers like, well, what's the number one thing holding you back from getting the Xbox? And there was overwhelmingly that answer about how the UI is like crap for switching over to Japanese. And apparently they just totally ignored that and just used the same UI again. I don't know. And then you have DRM too, right? Like a lot of people in Japan still don't have internet, dude. Like, I mean, it, yeah, there's still a lot of people who don't have that. Like that, they, it's not that they don't have internet in their house at all. It's that they only use their cellular connection, right? So they have internet on their phone, but they don't actually get hardwired internet in their house. Um, it's really like a privacy type thing. That would be a good topic to go into. Um, you know what? Well, God, I swear I should make a second channel, a third channel, just for video game stuff. When I talk about video games on my channel, like it bombs. Like those videos do awful. People are not interested to hear about stuff going on with video games on my channel, which I get it. I'm not a video game channel. Um, that's a great question. Hold on. God dang, man, you guys are just lining them up today. Holy cow. Um, wondering if you do paintings of a pet or children, thinking what I want to purchase for my daughter for Christmas, and you're so talented. Uh, you want a photographic level painting, a photorealistic. Ooh, dude, let's not break it.
Break it.
Yeah, please don't break it as soon as I got it for you, bud. If you want a photorealistic level painting of daughter, not really the greatest at that, but if you don't mind a stylized
Ugh.
or cute caric. How do you spell the word caricature? Guys, help me spell it for me real quick, please. Caric. Caricature. Hey Alexa, how do you spell caricature?
Sound. C-A-R-I.
Oh, I spelled it right. Here, I'll hit enter right now. You can see I spelled it right. Holy cow. I was like, that definitely doesn't seem like it's spelled the way it sounds. I'm sure there's like a secret H or something in there. Care. Interesting. All right. I'm better than I thought I was. Aren't you guys lucky to have someone like me who's better than he thought he was? You don't even need to say thank you. You're already welcome. What if that was like my real like online persona? Oh god. I would unsubscribe, delete, block as fast as I could. Carrot capture. You got it, dude. Jonah, man. Carrot kisser. Dude, you guys are cracking me up, dude. I always won the spelling bees back in middle school. Did you? Did you? Okay, awesome, dude. Yeah, Jonah and Alejandro, man, that was a good carry catcher. Yeah, there you go, dude. That was a pretty good one too, geographer. Nice. Well done, guys. Xbox is the king of FPS games, and the Japanese friends I had loved Call of Duty, so Xbox should be more popular. And you'd think they love the idea of Game Pass. You're right. You're completely right, Teacher Got Game. Um, have you ever heard about? I heard there's like. Now, I could be totally wrong about this, but I've heard there is. It's either Call of Duty or what's the other one? That I mean, they're like the same type of war game over and over again. Um, there was one where there's like a battle in Japan where you like play as an American. I think it's storming Normandy, and they like deleted that part of the game because they were like, we don't want a game where you kill Japanese people, and they still sold the game in Japan, but they deleted that section of it. I thought that was pretty wild. Um, I don't know why they did that. I guess just because they felt like it was unpatriotic or something like that. And you're right, like they do love FPS. You're totally right about that. I think Xbox really did. They definitely they could have done better with the marketing, I think. Like, I mean, when the new Xbox came out and PS5 came out, I mean, you never even heard about the Xbox during that time. Like, I saw like zero commercials on TV, like nothing. And I don't know if it was just like, they weren't given advertiser space or whatever, but man, there's like nothing about it at all. Um, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like a Gaijin system for them. So they're kind of just like, why are we going to give this a chance, right? I don't know. Um, here's what I would like to see. TGG. I'm going to call you TGG from now on. Teacher Got Game. I would like to see if Xbox came out with a mobile device that could let you play games, if it would do well enough against things like the Switch, and I know it doesn't exist anymore, but the PSP, it did amazing. The PSP Vita, that thing did amazing in Japan. Like it sold like it did awful in America, like it totally bombed out. But in Japan, that thing like was off the charts. Like even grandmas had that. I wonder if Xbox did, um, like something like the Steam Deck version, um, of their console. I wonder if that would sell like crazy there. I don't know. It's actually a super interesting. It's a really interesting question. It's a really interesting study to see how the two are marketed, like what went wrong and what went right. I mean, I remember when the PS3 came out, it had like a bunch of problems and stuff like that too. So they were far more forgiving of problems that the Sony stuff had than they were of like anything Xbox related. So you're definitely right about that. At the same time, I feel like Xbox did do some pretty piss poor marketing and stuff like that. Or I think even like deals that they offered weren't exactly great, especially that whole DRM incident where Sony was like, here's how you play our games. Can I borrow this? Yes. And like Xbox was like, well, if you don't have, internet connection, you can buy the older Xbox. Isn't that a wonderful choice? Like, whoa, oh, what? Level painting of your daughter. I'm not really the greatest at that, but if you don't mind a stylized or a cute character version, I think I could do something pretty decent. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. I gotta probably stand up. Oh, I'm starting to fall asleep just sitting here. So always happens, man. All right, give me a second here. If I know I got some newcomers on the stream, if you guys don't know, I only eat once a day. At the end of the day, it's quite a bit. I eat quite a bit, but what always happens is I'll do like a ton of stuff all day, and then when I finally do sit down to eat, hey, come on, fix that up. Um, I start to like my body's like, all right, nighty night, go to sleep, time to digest, put your head down. So after I finish my meal, I'll sit back down, I'll be back to normal. But I don't want to like I think it would be really embarrassing to pass out on stream. Like I don't mean like actually pass out like faint, but I mean like to fall asleep. It'd be like rude too. Game theory lore is fun to listen to. The retro things are fun. Oh, and yeah. And like that's probably I listen to the lore of almost any game. I love lore so much. Like plus the best thing about listening to lore of a game is it's so like just calm and refreshing. You're not into any kind of debate. You're not hearing someone argue about something. You're not having any agenda pushed for that. It's just literally like, here's the game. This is what it's all about. Lost in bathrooms make streets on fire. First of all, welcome. I don't know, have you been here before? I think you have. I think I remember that name. Love the name. And I love your comment, dude. Lawson's bathrooms make you feel like you're gonna get your kidneys harvested. Old Modi titles and shit. Dude, there was a Lawson's near us, and they stopped allowing people to use the bathroom there after I think it was like 7 p.m. at night because one time a bunch of like crazy drunk college kids came in and like somehow smashed the bathroom. That's in Japan, dude. I was like, what the hell? And those were all Japanese people that did it. So I was kind of really shocked. I'd never heard of Japanese kids doing something like that, but I guess pranksters exist in all nations. Hmm? Yeah, they were tweaking out for sure. Xbox also lacked games that appeal to Eastern audiences in the early days, except for a few JRPGs and shmups. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that didn't come out. There was a lot of PS excuses, exclusives. That was pretty funny. In the US, there were a lot of mining towns that died off in the 80s and the 90s. I heard it was the same in Japan. Can you talk about the migration? Migration? Damn, dude. Holy cow. T-Dog, where did this all come from, man? Your questions are like you're hitting them out of the park, dude. All right, I'm writing this one down too. Migration of gen from older towns to city and rural to urban. That's why have I never thought about doing a video on that? Like I learn about that all the time where like tiny micro islands and all other types of stuff start shutting down more and more. That's really common now, T-Dog. That's like a huge problem. That's why Akiyas have become like a big news topic in Japan. Is because they're hoping to get people back at these towns. And then there's some of the towns where like whoever's left living there, they start to turn it into something like totally crazy and stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. Like that lady who made all those like dolls. Let me turn this one up here too. She made all those dolls for the whole town, man. That was so creepy. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring it up here. Um, what is this? That's garbage. All right, give me a second. Uh, okay, Japanese town filled with dolls. There it is. Nagoro. Um, hold on. Okay. Okay. All right, give me just a second. Let me open a new window on here. Window capture. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Properties? Wait, do I have anything in there right now? Okay. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, well. Up, 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 up. Let's move it. Oh, no, wrong thing. Whoops. Window capture. Okay. Um, yeah, dude, you guys ever seen this before? This lady, she like it's one of the last few people living in her town, so everybody who used to live there, she made a doll to represent them. Not creepy at all. Thanks, Grandma. I mean that's beautiful. I mean that's amazing, and I mean the craftsmanship incredible to be able to do this many dolls that are like life size and fill all the town and also remember what the people look like and get all the clothing right and all these details. But I mean, you wake up, you're late for school, you come in there in the middle of the night because your alarm clock is all screwed up and you're actually waking up at night and not during the morning. Um, if you were living in a scary tales to tell in the dark book, and this is what greets you when you get inside. I mean, this one too, man. Oh man. One day you wake up and everybody in your town is replaced by these guys. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a good horror movie to me. I want to see it. Anyway, that's pretty incredible. But man, it's affected a lot, dude. The only reason I'm not answering these questions like right now is because these are such good questions. They deserve their own video. Like I'm literally, as you guys are typing these in there, I'm like writing them down. Oh, okay. On my phone, step by step, to get myself a big list of great ideas for videos. Man, you guys are knocking it out of the park. I said, like with all these great video ideas. These are full, like, 20 to 30-minute long video rants about how all this stuff is going wrong and stuff like that. Or just an exploration there within on almost like a documentary level. I've been trying to get into like doing a new Dark Side of Japan video. I love doing those. I love exploring the culture um, to a point. Hold on. To a point where I actually have to go in and edit and chisel out something decent from more than just a one take Jake video. So these are the kind of video ideas you guys are giving me today. I really appreciate it. Street Fighter, I didn't see this question. What's the best convenience to take an emergency dump at? Oh my God. Close up on the food? Uh-oh. I already ate it. Sorry. Um, if I saw one move, I'd shit my pants. Yeah, right, dude? That would be horrifying. My God, those things are so creepy. I mean, props to that lady for getting that kind of work done. I mean, that's real dedication. I kind of wonder, like, what, I don't know. I guess that would be like a epic level, like, art piece. Like, definitely, um, she should be featured as some sort of like performance artist. Matt, it's fun in games till one of those dolls' heads turn towards you. Snaken. Snaken, welcome. Um, wait, you been here before, Snaken? I've missed I've missed out on a I've missed out on a lot due to taking care of my mother in the States. Well, first of all, I'm sorry your mother's having a rough time. Third, I mean, that says a lot about you. You sound like you're doing the right thing, you're making the right choices in life. And props to you for doing that. Um, it takes like real stamina and real like courage and stuff to like put aside your own life and take care of someone and recognize the fact that that's a person that raised you and now you're kind of taking care of them in the same way, and you're paying your respects to that. That's really good. Being serious and no jokes about it, Snake, and that's a good person right there, what you're doing. um, but don't ever worry about, if you're talking about missing my streams, don't ever worry about that. Life comes first, man. I should be At most, I should be background noise. Don't ever worry about any kind of appointment with me on doing streams, dude. I love it when you guys show up. The conversations are wonderful. You guys are like best friends. Um, and some of the jokes, the situations, the moments we have are, you know, um, memorable. But definitely worry about making memories in real life way before anything we do on stream, man. I respect that. I respect that, Snake, and taking time out of your own day, like sacrificing your own free time and everything like that to help, you know, do life care for a person who gave you who knows how long life care, right? We should always return that kind of thing. Any idea what size you are looking for? Sorry, I'm getting a commission right now, so I gotta kind of put that first. I think it can be done. As for a charge, any idea what size you are looking for? Okay, there we go. My vice principal is actually commissioning me to paint her granddaughter and their pet. I did tell her though, I said I can't do photorealistic level painting. I mean, maybe I could if I spent hours upon hours and days upon days on the same painting, but I can't. I can't do it because I'd go insane. My other friend Scott, who has the same name as me, um, he is an incredible. If you ever want to look him up, I think it's his full name is his YouTube channel. His name's Scott Waddell, and freaking dude, man. Everything he paints looks like a photo. Nuno, visit our town and be part of the scenery forever. Dude, I love it, Nuno. Genkai Shuraku, becoming a ghost town. Ooh, all right, good word, man. I've never heard this one before. Man, Daddy too. I bet your Japanese is probably like amazing. You know words like that and stuff. You probably have like a great handle on the Japanese language. I wish I had a better one. I wish I sounded better than like a lobotomized kindergartner when I talk. I'd say separate paintings because it's easier. I'd say separate painting. Wait, what? I'd say separate paintings because it's easier to make them the focal point of their own piece. 11. What's the regular? Damn, dude. I don't even have sizes memorized, and I really should. What is it, like 11 by 17? Hmm. Um, okay. As for size, I could show you a few. Um, size. Um, I'd say, oh God, what are the like average canvas sizes? I don't even know, man. I don't have that memorized. Um, Average canvas sizes. I've got a bunch of like weird canvas sizes that were stretched all kinds of different ways, but 8 by 10, 16 by 20. I'd say like 16 by 20 would probably be. I'd say somewhere between 8 by 10 to, what is it, 16 by 20? A space you interest. Okay. I'd say separate paintings because it's easier to make them the focal point of their own piece. As for size, I'd say somewhere between 8 by 10 to 16 by 20, depending on how large of a space you imagine they will fill. And yeah, just going by photos should be fine. The paintings will be stylized. Photorealistic, but more so. What would you say? Like, I don't want to say cartoony or like I'm telling for the commission, like I don't want it to be photorealistic. Like I just don't like to paint in photorealistic quality because I end up starting to obsess to like a sick point. Um, I don't want to say like I'll paint the pictures cartoony. Um, Caricature, I already used that word. What's another way I could say it? I paint them. I said stylized. Will be stylized in the sense that they won't be photorealistic, but more so um, be a be a mix between the sort of West meets East style I paint in, if that's okay. Yeah? but more so be a mix. Okay, I think I said that right. Non-traditional. T-Dog, that's perfect. I already finished typing it and you hit me with non-traditional. The non-traditional is awesome. I gotta remember that. I gotta add that to my vocabulary. All right, what is the reason behind having one of your kids in USA, oh, and the other in Japan? Um, do they not mind? Well, I mean, they do miss each other, of course. Did I thought I explained, but if you didn't already know, pretty much um, right around when I got the job. Well, I didn't actually get a job. Well, I got offered a job, but I didn't take it. Um, right around when I was making the move, um, we were talking about the future of Max's education, and he's a super bright student and incredibly intelligent and hardworking. But the Japanese style of education just really isn't a great match for him, just of how like militaristic it is at times. He's more of like a free thinker. Um, Whereas my other son, Kenny, he loves the, fall into line and, do exactly as we say. And so he had already started a difficult entry point school where like only 1% of his class got into that school from elementary to middle. And since he had passed all these tests to get in there, I wasn't about to disrupt Kenny and make him come on over with me. At the same time, my wife, her license doesn't transfer to America, so I couldn't just suddenly move her over either. But what I could do is, and we've always kind of planned for this, we've always said we wanted to set up a base in America. When I say set up a base, it just means like if we ever wanted to visit America, move to America, or maybe even, God forbid, Japan's hit with an earthquake bad enough that living there becomes intolerable, we'd have a place to go. So this was kind of the point where we're like, we got to make a decision. If we wait any longer, Maki's going to be so old that like the move will be way more difficult. He was also on the edge of like finishing elementary school, so we really needed to make the choice then and there. And it was a hard choice to make. It was really difficult. I mean, still to this day, I miss my wife and my eldest son every day, dude. But I got here first. I got super lucky with um, an incredible principal who picked me out to be a teacher as soon as I interviewed. Like that's like the first interview I went to, and she gave me the job. So I was like, oh my God, this is great. Um, I got myself, established. I was like, all right, I think it's time to send Maki out next. He came out about a month later or so. Man, that's the best when Maki got here. Like life felt so much better after that. Being here totally on my own. Yeah, I'm with my parents and everything like that. I love my parents. They're great, but my God, I was missing family so bad, like, my own personal family. And having him here is like it's a huge part of being able to stay sane if I got this guy here. It makes life a lot more tolerable here. And we got him into an American school right away. It's the school I work at, and he's doing great. Of course, there's like points where he's got to get over language barriers and stuff like that. But if nothing, that's a strength because it's gonna leave him with the ability to fluently go between two languages. So it's working out really well. Maki's doing great. The hardest part is just waiting for pretty much Kenny, my older son, to finish high school and graduate to college. And when he does, that's when my wife's going to make the final move over to here, which will still keep our house in Japan. We're not giving that up. We're not selling our house, and we'll continue to go between the two countries. You know, as a teacher, I'm incredibly lucky that I get a huge amount of time off during the summer that allows me to stay over there. And that's what I did last summer. Loved it, had a great time, was so chill, the most chill time I've ever had in all my life in Japan. Um, and my wife's about to get here too. In about 2 more weeks, she'll be here staying with me over the winter break. Which the only part that sucks is I know she's got to go back to Japan, so it's like painful waiting for that day. It's incredibly painful. Um, you know, I hate having to always see her go back. Um, it was hard too. God, it was hard leaving Japan in the summer. That's the worst part about it, that we've got to like, split up for such long amounts of time. But the situation has been really good for both of these guys. Kenny continues on the path of doing great at his middle school out in Japan. Maki's doing great at his school here in America. Um, I'm making like 4 times as much money than I was making in Japan. Well, I guess even if you compared it to Japanese yen, it'd be somewhere around like 6 times more because of the yen to the dollar exchange rate. Um, I was able to get a job, get transportation, and uh, shockingly purchase a house within the first 7 months that I was here. Which, um, wow, that was a bit of a that was crazy because I was working, 5 days a week and then spending every weekend having to go look at houses. It was busy. Um, but I was able to do it. I love the place I got. I love the place I work at. And I love the fact that my son can be here with me. It makes it amazing, like so much more tolerable when he's here. Um, the only struggle is just waiting for time to go by so that my wife can move out here too, and my eldest son can. I don't know if he might go to American college too. He doesn't know yet. He might go to Japanese college. He might go to American. It really depends on what career path he goes down. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I thought my mouse stopped for a second. Um, okay. Um, hold on. Oh, I quit. That's why I quit Dojo Island. Too many sweats? All right. Let me get back to these questions you guys are asking tonight. 60 by 40. Oh, in centimeters. We use the king's inch to measure our stuff here. Why we don't use the metric system, I don't understand. It's really ridiculous. How much do you charge for a commission? Teacher got game, it really just depends on size and like what you have in mind. Like if you're asking for something pretty minimalistic on an 8 by 10, I'd probably do not including uh, not including supplies or shipment, which shipment tends to be like one of the higher costs. Well, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just felt somebody tap my leg, and he's down. He got up on the chair and like smacked me in the back of my leg. All right, they'd much rather see you anyway, buddy. You're so cute. Come up here and smack daddy on the leg. No. Yes, everybody notices you. You're the star. I'm just here to be your side guy and hang out. I'm just You're so funny, buddy. I love you. Um no, sorry, where were we at? 8 by 10 canvas, acrylic. If we're doing, something minimalistic, anywhere from 50 to 150 depending on what we're going for. Ultra hyper detail, we're looking into the range of more like 200. And then, if we go bigger from there, the price just goes bigger. Because I mean, it's really about like you got to make your supply and your shipping like handle the cost of what you're charging. Shipping tends to really go up really fast, sadly. And acrylic paint's not so much. If we're doing oil, the oil gets really expensive fast. Um, so around that. Um, so anyway. Um, non-traditional anime style. I really like non-traditional. That's such a good one. Yeah, I got Neko Punch. Neko Punch, Daddy. Daddy, Neko Punch. I know. Hey, I gave you a bunch of snackies, right? Mm, I know. The cat owns a chair and the house and you. Yeah, he just lets me live here. I'm just lucky Deco lets me live here. Um, After being in Japan so long, did you get used to? Yeah, I did. I got really used to the metric system and Celsius too. Um, like to a point where like it was kind of hard to switch back to like pounds and Fahrenheit. Like how many pounds are you? 2.2. Oh no, wait, we're not doing kilograms. What is a kilometer then? I have no idea. I don't know what a kilometer is. Never seen one. Never touched one. I'm not the person to ask about them kilometers. Um, what do you mean? What is a kilometer? Do you mean like to miles? Is that what you mean? So like 5K, 5 kilometers is like about 3.1 miles, I think. I only know that one from running cross country. Good question though, Ann. I'm gonna make a whole video on that one too. Just trying to explain that to people. They're like, "What? Is he okay? Did he get like some kind of head injury or something?" You're lucky the cat doesn't destroy your front. Oh no, teacher got game. TGG. My other cat, he did that. Pochon. Pochon's destroyed a lot of our furniture and our walls and our wallpaper. But this sweetie boy don't get too aggressive unless it's food, right, Deco Chum? Hmm? Mm. I love you. Let's see. He's so cute and fat. I think it's more so you got it kind of backwards. He's fat and cute. My nickname is do you guys know the word debu? Debu pretty much is Japanese for obese. And so sometimes instead of calling him Deco, I call him Debu. Debu. Debu Neko. Right? This is my Debu baby, right? Hmm? No, okay. I know. Your soup, don't worry. You're the most important person in the room right now. Maki and I take a back seat to you. You're the most important baby. Hmm. You're so sweet. What are you waiting for, though? I don't get it. You got like a bunch of snacks. You got a food bowl that's filled to the brim. You got fresh water. What else can I do for you? And now I emptied the cat litter recently too. I did that just this morning. Got everything. Um, what do you need, silly boy? You waiting for me to hand you a menu or something? I'm not gonna give you any. You're not gonna eat a Lunchable. 13 grams of protein, and I need all of them, Deco. The King's Inch, right? Doesn't that sound awful? The King's anything is so ridiculous. Apparently, like, I could be wrong about the origin of this, but apparently, like, a foot was like literally the size of the king's foot, and an inch, it was like something like between here and here on the finger was like how they came up with the idea of the inch. How do you measure below millimeters and inches? I don't know, Nuno. What's the punchline? Tell me. What did you know? How you measure below millimeters and inches is what? No, actually, I really don't know. What? That's actually a good question. Um, what do they call it? Royal measurement? Is that what they call like? Because the other one's called the metric system. That makes sense. What is our system called? The dummy McAmerican system? Hey Alexa, what's smaller than an inch? He does, even Alexa doesn't know. Um, hey Alexa, what's the measurement below an inch?
British Imperial and the United States customary systems of measurement. It is equal to 1/12 of a foot.
Okay, but what? So I was close. I called it royal measurement. It's called the imperial measurement system. Interesting. Deco trying to tell you good hustle? I'd call it the king's inch, all right. T-Dog, marriage to Japanese citizen only gets you a spouse visa. Must be renewed every 3 years. Permanent residency is closest to citizenship, but has its limitations as well. Daddy Tube nailed it. Perfect explanation. Yeah, it's a Lunchable. I'm eating Lunchables. Each Lunchable is 13 grams of protein. They're very good for you. I already ate like normal dinner, but this is kind of like my snacking. This is what snacking looks like for Unrested. Eating a Lunchable. If that's how you want to stay unrest fit. No, no. I know you were just asking. I'm just being stupid. I actually don't know. Yeah, I think you do have to go into like the metric system again. I'm pretty sure you're right. Okay, let's ask Alexa this. Hey Alexa, what's the smallest measurement on the imperial measuring system?
Measurement on the imperial measuring system is an inch.
It doesn't go below an inch. Okay. So there you go, Nuno. That's why I didn't know. I was like, is there something smaller than an inch? I've never heard of it. Crazy, right? That's why it's such a dumb system. Like you can get like nanometers and all kinds of stuff like that. So dumb. Why do we use that in America? Why, God? Why not just getting a measuring tape? Might be. Slayer Duck. Um, Japan has the shaku scale. Need Alexa for the shaku scale. I've never even heard of that. Hey Alexa, what is the shaku scale?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, a shaku is a Japanese unit of measure based.
What? It just stopped. That's weird. I've never had that happen before. Hey Alexa, what's the shaku scale?
The shaku is a unit of measurement in the Japanese imperial system that is roughly equivalent to 1 foot or 30.3 centimeters. Well, that voice is so low.
I don't know. Hey Alexa, turn up voice by 10%. Did you do it? Hey Alexa, can you say yes?
Yes, in Spanish is. Sí.
I didn't ask for yes in Spanish. Hey Alexa, turn up voice by 10%. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Wait. Hey Alexa, bring up volume. There we go. There we go. That's much louder. All right. Nuno meters. Dude, Alejandra knocking it out of the park tonight with the knee slappers. Very good. I just got reminded of a certain fake good guy's failed product that's a blatant Lunchables ripoff. Yeah, that is like Meadow. I completely agree with you. I don't know why Mr. Beast went into the Lunchable territory. Like, why that? I mean, I guess I somewhat get it because he knows his audience is like, little kids packing their lunches, but I just feel like that was kind of dangerous territory to go into. Well, first of all, you get into like food safety and stuff like that, and he's already had a problem where there's been mold in the stuff he's selling. Yeah. Like I get it, Lunchable doesn't use like real cheese. This is fake cheese. But yeah, it's fake cheese. It's not real cheese. It's cheese flavored food. Oh, what? Really, Ikram? What? Okay. Oh, wait. Ever wonder if cats can understand us and are not in the mood with how patronizing we are? Mm, I think I think kitty cats understand everything, right? Hmm? Kitty cats understand it all, right, baby boy? Hmm? Right? Meow if you understand everything, okay? Meow and tell me, okay? Do you understand everything? Hmm? Okay, see? They understand everything. He just answered it for you, Ikram. Ikram, I'm sorry I missed your question there, bud. Don't, guys, never be afraid to hit me up with the same question again. I'm really bad about missing. It's the ADHD. It goes past. I don't go back up and scan. Sometimes I do go back up and scan, and I read the same thing twice. Um, it's I don't know. The whole streaming thing, I love it. It's super fun, but it's really easy to miss something. Um, I don't know how people how do people play like really fast-paced FPS games and still answer their viewers like while they're playing? Like I don't understand how that works at all. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Maki. You just got to get used to it. Probably like training yourself to do it. Right, Deco? Right. Mm, that's my baby boy. Mm, so pretty. I don't know. Mm. Ugh, my mouth's getting super dry. Gotta drink my bucket of blood. Ah, that's some good adrenochrome. Ah, pretty funny. Ah, oh, it's chill, man. Thanks, but yeah. No. You're good, dude. Yeah, I just miss stuff. It just, it's just the way chat works. Honestly, the chat could be laid out a lot better. The way YouTube does chat is kind of stupid. The fact that we can't get rid of the background. If I could get rid of the background on chat, then I would just leave it go over top of the actual picture itself. That way I could have it extended as far as it would go and I could see the whole chat all the way up. It's kind of, isn't that stupid? Like they don't let you really customize anything about your chat in YouTube. I don't know why they do that. I mean, they got to, if they ever want to be a competitor with Twitch, there's a lot of stuff YouTube needs to update about its streaming. Scott, would you ever let subscribers jump on stream and chat with you? I'd love to tell you my crazy stories in Japan. Yeah, okay, dude, let's do it. Okay, why don't we do tomorrow? Or you want to? What day is best for you? Are you go over the weekend and stuff like that? Teacher got game? I definitely want to do that, dude. I'd love to have that. In fact, actually, I'll tell you what. Hold on. Um, the official Unrested you. Okay. The official Unrested at gmail.com. Teacher got game, TGG. I gotta just call you TGG. What I would love to do. Here's what I'd love to do. Send me an email on there. Just give me like some ideas of like what kind of stories you're gonna be talking about. Um, why don't we either number one, we can do it live if you want. If you'd prefer to do it live, that's totally fine. I don't mind. I'd like to do a video where we chat, I record it, I can ask you some questions about it, and like we can discuss it, over the questions and stuff like that. Let's go for some like really crazy ass stories. Um, I'd love to hear your experiences. I'd love to collab with you on this, and I'd like to make it an actual recorded video. I'd of course I'd send you some like you can tell me the ideas you have in your mind, like what you want to talk about. These are some of the stories I'm going to talk about, just, sample synopsis. Here's a time I got like stopped by the police and they did this and this, or here's a time where like, I had a friend go kind of crazy or something. Like, you just give me a synopsis and then I'll be like, okay, why don't we? What I like to do is I just like to stick to a theme for like each video. So what you would do is you just go ahead and send me that, like some of the different ideas and themes or whatever you have in mind, like tell my craziest nights out drinking in Japan or something like that. We'll be like, all right, let's do it. Then you send me the, well, you don't need to send me the stories. Don't send me the stories because I want um I want to be I want to give a live reaction. So even if we're pre-recording it, we'll record it ahead of time, and I want my reactions to be exactly what they would be live the first time you ever tell me, but still record it. And um, I would probably set up like a list of questions to also ask you about like things that went down. Um, of course, I'd only ever publish or I don't know upload what you'd be totally comfortable with. I'd let you have a look at the video first. Um, but I think that would be amazing. I don't really get to. That's one thing I really miss about the JVlog community being broken up is that I don't get to collab anymore. I'd love to make a collab video with you, man. That'd be sick. I'll bet you do have some badass stories. All right, perfect, man. Yeah, email me. Throw some themes or ideas my way. Maybe we can even go back and forth. Like you tell one, I tell one, you tell one. Like we can make a whole. Let's do it, man. I'm excited. Yeah, definitely. Then we'll try to figure out what time is best for us to connect online. We can see if maybe we want to do it live or maybe we want to do like a pre-recorded. Um, that'd be good. But hey, this is the only thing I asked. Okay, TGG. Number one, if those videos get like high ratings and stuff like that, I want to see you start your own channel. And then when you get bigger than me, give me a shout out, please. That's the only thing I ask. If your videos come out on my channel and like people love your stories and they're like, damn, we want to hear more, you're like, all right, let me start my own channel. And then you blow up, you become far bigger than Unrested, not difficult to do. Just remember little old Unrested once you become, also abroad in Japan. The new channel called that. I'd love to see those stories. Yeah, see, like I could tell, I knew right away when you started talking about that. I figured, yeah, definitely people want to hear these stories, dude. I bet you got some good ones. Um, dude, yeah, I'd definitely love to hear this, man. And when you become big, when you blow up, just remember little old Unrested. Give me a little bit of shout out. Be like, hey guys, remember the first time I ever got my start on YouTube was this unknown. Go check out his channel. Thanks. Um, yeah, dude, awesome. Let's do it. Some players are gods among us and low-level peasants. Ah. Oh, you got. Oh, okay. Is your. Oh, that's why your screen name is Teacher Got Game. Ah. Okay. Um. Give me just a second. Uh-oh. Wait. What happened? I got four messages. Oh. Ha ha ha. My son and his grandpa. My dad. It's funny, dude. But Okay, give me just a second, guys. Hold on. I gotta do something important. I gotta go to. There we go. I'm subscribed to Teacher Got Game. Okay, so you have. I see what you're talking about. You do gaming and stuff like that. Um, videos. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Like, if your stuff gets popular, I think you're gonna find your stories do pretty well on my channel. If those start to get big, you think you're gonna switch over to doing or do you think you'd start a new channel? Because if you're thinking you'd start a new channel, I would say already start that new channel before you come on to my channel, and that way we can kind of get you launched and off the ground. I'd really like to see I'd like to see more community stuff like this happen and more, other J vloggers and stuff get more time, and I want to see the community grow again. That would be amazing. We could start with you, TGG. TGG. I can't wait to collab, dude. That's gonna be fun as hell. No, dude, thank you for being brave enough to come on and do this. Like, I can't tell you, I've like asked like a lot of people before who like they live in Japan or they watch me for a while and they're like telling me a story and I'm like, dude, you should come on and do this. And they're just like, nah, nah, it's not for me. I'm like, okay, all right. Well, no, this is gonna be awesome, man. All right, we'll definitely get this figured out. Yeah. But I'll leave it up to you. If you decide you might want to go on like a whole nother um channel adventure by starting a whole new thing about your adventures in Japan. Um, I would seriously consider, unless you don't mind mixing it up with your old channel, like either start a new one so we can get you launched, or let's send viewers over to your gaming channel and then just ah ah why you do this? You're so mean. You attack Daddy's leg? Why? Oh no, so fussy. Why are we getting so fussy? Hmm? Oh my goodness. Pay attention to me. Tummy rub. I don't like that, huh? Back rub. You got two different meows for each one. I gotta move out of the way. They want to see you more than me, bud. Side rub. Head rub. What's going on with you tonight, man? You're in a really weird mood tonight. I've never seen you act like this. You're funny, dude. Okay, at DaddyTube, Aomori. I don't mind, but I haven't been in Japan since 2019. That's okay, man. Yeah, I always feel like number one, like people who don't live in Japan but want to talk about Japan are people who live there but feel like they can't talk about it anymore. Why? No, just keep doing it. Like you don't lose the right to talk about Japan, especially if you live there for that long, or even if you're just so interested in it that you've explored like so much information on it. Everybody has a right to make videos about Japan. I don't like this whole like, yeah, but you don't even live there right now. But oh yeah, but like you lived there a long time ago. The only person I would ever say that's true for is Gaijin Goomba, who like he lived there like half a year or something, and then like made up all this stuff about Japan. Where I was just like, what are you talking about? That's where the whole like Japanese and robots have lived together for centuries, and you're like, yo, what? Like, don't make stuff up. Boop boop. Yosh. Oh my goodness. What's going on with you tonight, huh? You in a crazy mood, huh? What is it? Huh? I know, but you're in a cookie kabuki mood. I know. Oh my goodness. All right, give me a second. Okay. Uh, all right, give me. What is going on with you? All right, hold on. I'll go get one of your like whatever thingies. Why is he so? What a big character tonight. What are you doing on a whole performance for everybody? Come on over here, Dad. All right. How about this one? Okay, yeah, I've offered delectable. Okay. Okay. Let's go back over here and I'll feed you on stream, but I can't take like a big. Okay, relax.
Rogan, I'll wait for it.
All right. Okay, give me a second. Oh, yeah. Uh, uh, uh. Dude, I think I do need to get. I need to eventually get wireless headphones. It's kind of ridiculous that I have to get up and take these off every time. All right, let me pull in here. Let me pull up. Dang it. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Dang it. Sorry, give me a second. Okay. Come on. Hey, Deco. Come on. Deco. Hey. I got it right here for you, bud. I just want to be able to write this down. Uh, Come on. God. Now I got the itchy nose. Okay. Let me fix the camera. Wait, whoops. Is that right? Good enough. Look at that. Bald spot. Nah, it's probably just the way I pulled my hair back. But maybe it is a bald spot. Come on. Hey. What are you eating? There's nothing down there. Okay, bud. I don't know what you think you're eating down there. Hey, Deco. What are you doing? Hey. All right. I must have taken too long. Show's over. What happened to your school? My school's still open. It's being run by a friend still. He's pretty much making all the profit, using the place. I'm not charging him any rent or anything. Well, I mean, I don't have any overhead. I own the spot. He gets to run it though, but I still get the tax write-off, and that's how the deal works. Oh, Kai, dude, did you ever message? Did you ever message my friend? Or wait, no, did you ever message me, Kai? Yeah, we are getting old. I agree with you, man. Kai, did you ever send me your contact info? If you did, I didn't see it. Let me see. Let's see. What are you talking about with us being old? Everything makes me feel old these days. Um, St. Clair, that's hilarious, dude. I've done stuff like that where I keep listening to something really funny and people are like, "Oh, all right." Sometimes the worst is like I think of something I think is funny, so I'll just like bust out laughing, and people are like, "Uh-oh, he's starting to lose his mind." I'm having trouble about Arcane. I think it's made for adults because it has shown couples getting freaky twice in the whole series, but those scenes are mostly obscured, though the second is less so. So would you say it's going in more of like an adult themed um, scenarios more often? Like it's becoming more and more progressively becoming more adultish because of that? I don't know. Yeah, that does. I mean, I think implying and showing subtle action that lets us understand what's being told or acted out or reacted to is better than outright gratuitous, and I'm saying that about like any kind of, what would you say, indecent scene or innuendo or anything like that. I think like you can do it. Deco, hey, here. This is your food. Yeah. Here, come on. Come on. Hey, come on. Come on. Here. There you go. Come on. As soon as you touch it, you're going to... Okay, now come on up here to finish up the rest. Your tongue going kooky baduki. Come on. Come on. You got to come up here. Oh, God. Do I need to pick you up? Oh. Here. Deco. Just chill. Here. Holy smokes, man. Relax, buddy. All right, I'll push more out here. Okay, all right. Okay. Hold on. Let me do this. Okay, just, geez, Louise, relax. What is this, crack? Okay. God, that stuff must taste really good. Holy cow. All right, why don't you let me squeeze it out before you almost eat my hand? Good Lord. I can tell it's because you're starving. Just look at you, your skin and bones. All right, give me a second. Let me just push this stuff out. Just calm down. Here. It's here. Oy, 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 oy. You'd think I never fed the guy. There you go. Life is good. Life is great. My stream now. Yeah, Nuno, you're right, dude. Really? I knew you had said some stuff about building before Daddy too, but that's really interesting. You build whole warehouses and barns? Dude, Daddy Tube, do you want to come on sometime and talk about what you do? I would love to have you on with that unique perspective. I understand if you don't, it's okay. Don't feel bad about it if you don't want to, but dude, I'll bet you have some stories to tell that people have never seen this perspective of Japan before. I had one friend out there for a while who did do construction, and he liked the work, but he had a lot of complaints about the way the whole Japanese system worked with like having to get ready in the morning, then you have to meet at a place, and then you have to have a chat, and then you have to do radio taiso, and he had a whole epic story to tell about what he loved and hated about the construction biz in Japan, and it was really interesting. It's like a perspective I'll never get to. My Japanese isn't good enough, and probably I wouldn't know what the hell I was doing when it came to construction. I've been watching dark horror all evening, and don't give the "you've been abused" BS. Don't give that "you've been abused." What do you mean about "you've been abused"? What, are you talking about, like horror movies that like focus on abuse or something like that? Uh, let's see. Hold on. Yeah. What happened to? Oh yeah, I told you about what happened to my school. Comedy, dark comedy, right on. Oh, Navajo MX. All right, I'll just call you Navajo. Hello, just found your channel and saw the police video now. Navajo, first of all, welcome to the channel. And also welcome to the stream, dude. I'm stoked to see somebody new coming out here. Super interesting stories. I could have never imagined Boston PD where I live bowing an apology for anything. Yeah. Florida police not going to be bowing anytime soon either. Deco snack. Chudu. Yeah, okay. Snacking. You know what you're talking about. Chudu. Yeah. It's a common cat snack that looks exactly like the one I just gave Deco, and they have this whole song. The cats are just going crazy eating it on the commercial. Give Kitty a little cookie or a cake with a little birthday candle on it. Oh man, he eats like I feel like he eats a whole cake every day the way he looks. I'll put it here. Write it down. Ain't scared. Animals love me. Uh, he is a big chungus. He is big chungus. I think that's the best description of Deco ever. Big chungus. Arcane shows the couples clearly naked, doing the do while certain body parts in the first scene are obscured at certain angles. That's a bit extreme, isn't it? I mean, like, why don't they? I mean, you can even imply what's going on simply from like silhouettes, shadows, reflections. Like, there's more artistic ways to get that across. I mean, maybe they're going for like a gratuitous, I don't know, like as trying to be gratuitous with what they do. I don't know. I don't really. That's interesting though. I'm kind of shocked to hear it's going down more of that route. There's certain animations where you're like, yeah, of course you're gonna show stuff like that. For example, like Devilman, right? They're not gonna hold back on that one, and you know that from like the second the thing starts. Don't give that you've been abused. Oh, is that like a song or something? I'm confused. All my neighbors are vets, and we're all armed. Oh, all your neighbors are animal doctors? That's awesome, dude. Everybody must be like have like really healthy pets in your neighborhoods. Oh wait. No, I'm just joking, Kaya. Yeah, I think actually my neighborhood too, it's kind of the same thing. Except for me, I'm not a vet. In the second getting freaky scene, Kate is shown reacting when her girlfriend V goes downwards to Blah. Yikes, dude, really? Holy cow. That's become like far more gratuitous. Is that the depiction they really want? I feel like Arcane is so artistically put out there that they could have gone for relaying that information in a far more sophisticated way. Far be it from me, though, to tell artists as good as the ones that do Arcane how they should depict what they want their characters enacting. But I am kind of shocked, Meadow. Kids shouldn't be watching it. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on there. Sadly, there's very little regulation these days with what parents do and don't let their kids watch. Um, with Maki, if I know he's going to watch something that's more like adultish in general, I would usually have a discussion with him first about it to make sure he understands. But a lot of parents just let their kids like rip into whatever media they're currently interested in. Like I can't tell you how many kids told me they saw like Chainsaw Man and they're like first or like second or fourth grade or something like that. I've definitely had third graders tell me about like, yeah, watch all Chainsaw Man. I'm like, you shouldn't be watching that at third grade, dude. What? It was on Netflix a while back. No, it was on Netflix. It was like a long while back. Season one was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Another channel bought it out. I don't know who. It's a battle. Yeah, it is. It's really annoying. I think everybody would agree with you, Maki. You're totally right. I heard the worst of all of them. Apparently, Pokemon. If you want to like watch through an entire series, it's broken up over so many different channels. It's like almost impossible. Like you watch episodes 1 to 2. Oh, and then wait, we bought 3 to 18, and then another one bought like 19 to 21, and then you have to keep. Yeah, it's really stupid. Did I watch Uzumaki? I did watch Uzumaki. It was Uzuyaki. It was pretty bad, man. It starts out good on episode 1, and then you're just like, what happened? Did the artist have a stroke? What's going on? It was like you had like an adult draw the entire first episode, and then they just gave like the stills or the or the pre-sketches or like the underdrawings. They just gave them over to like a little kid, and that kid's just like dragging them all across the screen. Like, this is the next part of the cartoon. The two lovers get twisted up by the hurricane that is an Uzumaki. just like pulling them across the screen. Like, I literally was like, I mean, there's points where they're just like literally like dragging clip art like across the screen for Uzumaki got like worse and worse and worse. I'm just like, what is going on? Like, apparently what happened was that um I think did I listen to this on Mothership? I think that was the channel I was listening to when they explained this. Apparently it started out with the first artist they originally chose to make Uzumaki, and then for some reason those artists hired out like a secondary company to draw part of it, and then that company went to like multiple different smaller companies to finish it up until it was like being managed and handed off across like ultra cheap like Chinese and Taiwanese like secondhand illustrators who don't really particularly know like what Uzumaki is all about, and just kind of um, cut together like this total mess of a show, which just, I mean, it's literally like there's literally points where you just like see they like drew it probably in Adobe and or maybe Procreate or whatever, and then just like pulled the like if I took this and was like, oh no, it's being blown away, like that, like that's literally like what they started to do. It is so cheap. You're just like, what? Really?
I can't shop.
What happened? Why not? Try clicking outside and then back in. Click outside of the game box and then click back into it. Oh, okay, hold on, let's see. Yeah, I try to skip that scene. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I always cringe. Okay, hold on. All right, I got you. Chill. All right, give me a second, man.
I can't shop.
Wait.
Oh.
Seemed okay to me. Give chubby kitty milk and cookies. Now, you don't want to actually give a cat milk. I've heard it's like really bad for their intestinal system. But I would if I could. Of course I would. Deco, you being good baby? Eh? All right. Does popular culture in Japan have any preconceptions or ideas or impressions about Boston? Or are we just under the radar? I don't. There. You know what? There is probably. Okay. You know what? Let's do this. Boston and anime or manga. I don't. I don't know. I tried to find out, and it just said the only thing that would come up is that there's a giant anime convention in Massachusetts. But it never said there was nothing I could find that said like actually Boston represented in an anime or manga. I've never seen it. It might exist, but I really don't know. Well, holy cow, my phone feels like it's cooking, dude. Yikes, it's hot. Random idea. It would be pretty cool to have like a comedy club or something like that at our school. Could do a comedy night fundraiser where families can come and hear their kids try to do comedy. Though that idea might be better served if we ever get a high school more capable of telling jokes. Wait. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Um. Okay, hold on. I'm missing. Okay. No, it's not a song, but when you read it, it sounded like a song. You're gonna. That's what I thought. I thought it was like lyrics from a song, Alejandro. I was like, oh, this is something new that all those kids are listening to. No, I don't consider you guys kids. Um, yeah, Navajo. I didn't find anything. I mean, um, I've never seen anything with Boston in it. Maybe there's something out there that would be good to research. Um, it's much different from 2003 Full Metal Alchemist anime, in which Ed and Al's mom and dad were only heavily implied to have gotten freaky when they see them in bed. Yeah. I tell you to keep in touch. Address, phone, another platform. Kai, are you talking to me? I can't. I don't want to put my phone number up on there, but I'll put the email address up there again. Or you can get me at. Oops, I think I just messed up typing that. No. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, I almost put an extra C on there. You can get me at either one of those. Oh, yeah. I understand, Kai. Yeah. Question. Aaron, what's up? Okay. Shaking us around. Meadow, did you retract your comments or did it suddenly delete them on you? No name, welcome back. Glad to see you here again. Um, oh, okay. They actually got the Pokemon seasons in order now. Why we only see Aftermath, Attrition, and Hoenn? Yeah, Daddy Tube. I think people would want to hear that. Um, yeah, Daddy Tube. Can you those? Do you see the emails addresses I just put down there? Like, message me on there and explain more, and like, let's get you on to talk about that. Pre-cut, pre-assemble, ship to the job sites around Japan. Erect the homes with a crane that became very popular. It was a battle doing every step. If people, yeah. So like, you've kind of started your own business doing that. That sounds incredible, Daddy Tube. You need to see Love. I've watched I think every episode of Love, Death and Robots. I love Death and Robots. Almost all of it is incredibly good. Of course, my favorite will always be I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's the one where they have like VR monsters that they fight, where they like lock into a headset and fight. Um, those are pretty awesome. All right. I was shaking. Oh, yeah, because I'm talking about how like that's how they finished Uzumaki. They literally just like took drawings and like dragged them around the screen. Your eyes are getting red. I think you're probably either well they might actually be getting red from being too dried out this time of night. By this time of the night, I usually do get like pretty dry eyes. I wake up at night with dry eyes too. It's probably because I had LASIK surgery. Um, LASIK's where you have like the laser shot into your eye to like correct your vision. It was long before you were ever born. That's why. No. The only thing that hurts is when your vision is corrected, your brain gets like really confused and you get like a super bad headache. So I got like a mega bad headache from like the first day that my eyes were corrected because your brain's having trouble like putting the two together. It's used to you having bad vision. Yeah, so it was really weird like the first day or two. And you see like your eyes are super dry the first few days too. It's like really bad. Jilly D, what is your favorite kind of horror? Yeah, psychological horror is by far my favorite. I don't know if I would call it a horror movie, but Aniara, I think it's Swedish. Is that what the Hey Alexa, where's the movie Aniara from?
From imdb.com. The Hallmark Channel original TV movie centers around the character
No.
Amy who.
Hey Alexa, stop. All right, you don't understand what I'm saying. I'm probably mispronouncing it because it's not an English word. Aniara. Aniara. What is Aniara dubbed in English? What is the point? A spaceship. Okay. Give me a second. Let me see where it's from. 2018. More like this. Taglines, drama. Did you know? Swedish. Yeah, okay, I was right. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, they didn't quite understand that. Here, let me type the name in here. If you like anything like that, Ani, am I spelling it right? Let me make sure. Oh, Aniara. Yeah, okay, I got it. Guys, I said we're gonna watch a horror movie tonight. I don't think I'm feeling ultra tired. I don't think I'm gonna make it through a horror movie if I do try to sit through and watch one. Um, I hope you guys don't get upset about that. Maybe we're gonna skip till tomorrow to do that. I think tomorrow night would be better. Um, I want to watch one of the Kawaisugi files. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. And after we watch some of those usually go on for pretty long. They're like I think almost 2 hours long each. Um, so I'd like to see that. Yeah, right, Monkey. You want to watch another one of those? Yeah, let's watch one of those tonight, maybe. We don't have to. If you do, you want to? Okay, yeah. Let's watch it tonight then. I definitely want to watch it tonight. And then I'll watch tomorrow with you guys on top of it. I think I'm gonna make a whole Osadoshi nights about the Kawaisugi files because they're really good. I can't believe they're all free on YouTube. If you don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, I pay for it.
Oh, YouTube costs money.
Certain Premiere. Oh shoot, I missed your question. Sorry, Aaron. Um, oh, are there any topics or news stories that you have been into lately that you find interesting or crazy? Um, that's a great question. There's that girl who went missing from Hawaii. Her last name's Kobayashi, and that's a pretty wild story. Have you guys heard about that one? I forget what her first name is, but I remember the last name because it's the same as the usual suspects, and it's Japanese. And so she leaves from Hawaii to LAX, is supposed to take a connecting flight there, doesn't go, wanders off into the streets of LA, starts Venmoing a bunch of random people money, um, writes to her family that she's been tricked by a bunch of people and is giving money away for free and is really upset about that. Goes missing completely, like off the map, off the charts, no response to people. Her father travels to LA to try and find her. Can't find her within, like, I think the first few days, like I think it was like only 3 or 4 days, then kills himself by jumping off of a building. And it's just like, what? So then her family launches like a campaign, a GoFundMe, to try and find her. And no, she turned her phone off or something. I can't remember exactly what the reason is, but they can't find her using her phone. They launch a whole GoFundMe campaign to try and raise money to find her. Um, and the police in the area are like looking for her, and then suddenly one day they report back that they've found footage of her crossing the border into Mexico, and that she's obviously doing it of her own free will and merely wants to disconnect any kind of communication from her family and be left alone in peace. And the problem there, which like okay to be like, oh okay, that's okay, like she wants to like go vacationing in Mexico, but here's the problem. They refuse to give that video that they supposedly saw of her going to Mexico to the family, which doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, that just sounds like you've made up an excuse to close the case, and you're really not sure if that's a conclusive excuse or, an actual true thing that actually happened. Because the family thinks, just like a lot of people do, that they just found somebody who kind of looked like her crossing over the border. And as soon as they show that video to the family, they'll look at it and be like, oh, this is bullshit. That's not her. That's not Kobayashi. It's just somebody who kind of looks like her. We still don't know where she is. So, what do you think, Maki?
Oh my god, 怖すぎ、冷める。
But that's pretty crazy, right? Um, that's one story that's really been on my mind. It's pretty. I'm really big into like missing person storing, especially when um they have like just like a really weird twist where you're like, whoa, wait, what? Um, yeah, Aaron says she's in Mexico, but like, um, an embarrassment. What was she embarrassed about? Just because like she Venmoed people money? Oh, set up a marriage for visa. Wait. Oh, what? I haven't heard this update. It came out today that her ex-boyfriend set up a marriage for a visa, and the ex-boyfriend took the money after she married that guy. Ah. Okay, Kai. Yeah, come on to the Discord and we'll get you connected there with my friend Sean. She was dang. Okay. What the heck? That's messed up, dude. That's twisted. Um. Oh, damn, that's messed up. I mean, the whole situation's so messed up. And then her poor father, I don't know what was going off that. Like, apparently he didn't have much like connection to her. He like was out of her life and trying to like reconnect with her. And as soon as he couldn't find her, he killed himself. It was like, what?
That's CGI. CGI.
I just don't understand like why you'd suddenly do that. Like that would be your reaction. It's crazy. Um, I guess any other stories going on right now? I guess that CEO who got shot, that's pretty interesting. Apparently they think they're gonna find the guy who did it pretty soon. He has like actual footage of him with his mask off and everything. Um, what else? Oh, the other story is like, South Korea going into martial law for like 6 hours. And then apparently like they tried to impeach the president now, I should say the prime minister, and it's failed. Yeah, I agree with you, Aaron. There's some cases like I'm really like, what the hell happened? Um, there was one missing persons case. I don't remember all the names involved and everything like that, but there was a guy from the UK traveling with a documentary group who I think they weren't part of Discovery or something like that, but they were like part of a pretty well-known documentary group. And he was either, I think, like a cameraman or a grip, one of those jobs on the set. And they were filming something in the woods, and he had messaged his dad earlier in the day that he was going to head home soon, because working the job just wasn't working out very well for him and he wasn't liking it that much. So his dad was like, "Oh, wow, I'm kind of surprised to hear that." But then suddenly the next day when they were shooting, um, he excused himself from the group to say he needed to go use the bathroom, and then suddenly just sprinted out into the middle of the woods, and left the whole group behind. And the director realized right away that like what he was trying to do was like kind of crazy, that like it was a sudden and spontaneous act that was going to get either him lost or injured, or completely break him off from the group to the point that they weren't sure how they would find him again. And so he like ran after him trying to find out where he was going to in the woods, and couldn't keep up with them. And the guy just disappeared into the woods and has never been seen since. And they even, they put out search parties and everything like that to try and find him. And no luck, no find. Um, and that case still hasn't been solved. I mean, I'm guessing most likely he died of, exposure or something like that. But that's a pretty incredibly weird one that I wish I could find out more about. Or that other guy, I should remember this name. He had a pretty unique name. It was like, um, okay, hold on. I'm really bad at memorizing names. Hold on. Actually, give me a second too. I gotta throw away some of this stuff I got in front of me here. There's like a bunch of, you can see like food trash everywhere. And I want to grab a protein bar too. I need something to kind of wake me up too. I am like literally close to like shutting my eyes and going to sleep. I slept pretty long too. Like I got offline about 1 a.m. last night, and then I slept till 8. So it was a solid like 7 hours of sleep. I don't know why I'm so exhausted today. I think probably my system's catching up with me from yesterday is what it is. Ah.
Oh,
You didn't eat the other tacos at all? I don't know. These are so good. You want something more to eat? I mean, that's only one piece of chicken.
I want bacon.
Okay. The good news is I bought that bacon. All right, give me a second. Tired. Really, I'm super tired. Probably my body's catching up from last. We'll make a bed, please. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna eat these protein bars and probably then head to bed. I think what's happening is like probably my body's catching up from yesterday. I was able to like really I was really able to like oh, Aspartame, I haven't seen you in a while, bud. Lost. I don't know. A lot of my friends and stuff really love that show. I didn't understand. Like, it just kind of felt like, when like you're a kid and like you were like, hey guys, let's make a movie together. And like you don't actually come up with a plot. and you just start like filming stuff and you're like, oh, we should do this. Oh, and then now we should do this. And then what else do you got in your room to like add to the scene? Yeah, we should start fighting with like laser swords or something like that. And then let's pretend we jump out of an airplane and it, like I feel like that's the way that like show was filmed, or it's just kind of like, let's add this to it. Oh, and then like this can happen next. And you're just kind of like, what? What does it all mean? I don't know. I don't want to try and ruin it if you haven't seen it, but starts good but ends meh. Okay, Jonah. There you go. Yeah, it does start like you're really interested at first, and then you're just kind of like, where the hell is this going? I kind of feel like that's what happened to almost every syndicated show in America that had a continuous plot line, that you start out like really locked in, like, yo, what's happening with this? These characters are awesome. I'm so in love with everything going on. Wait, this season, wait, what's going on with this season? Wait, now what? Okay, I don't even understand anymore. Okay, I give up. I hate all these characters. Like Heroes. If you've ever seen the show Heroes, it starts out and you're just like, dude, these characters are so awesome. This story's so awesome. I can't wait to see how everything evolves. And then by season 3, you're like, there's like a ice lady who's like the twin of a fire lady. Well, what the hell is this? It's really disappointing. I still don't sleep right. May as well do what I love and go private sector now. If this phone stops entering random emojis so I can type faster. That's what my other friend did. He went to private sector after retiring. That's why I'm trying to put you in contact with my friend, Kai. So I'll try to get you more information later. You said, though, you don't have Instagram. All right. Lost is nice. The last season drop in quality, but yeah, it kind of does a whole Game of Thrones thing there, doesn't it, with Lost? Sonata was great to see him in Lost. My favorite troll tribes from the DreamWorks Trolls franchise are the Country Trolls and the Funk Trolls. Oh, is that where like a lot of your influence comes and stuff like that, Meadow? That makes sense. Okay. We live to succeed in what we die for goes unnecessarily hard. It's the truth, though. It's one of my favorite things. Um, by the way, that's what the t-shirts are gonna say. Like they're gonna have that in there. Um, I feel like my camera's like slowly tilting backwards. Well, wait, get your info to Discord. Why don't you just come on to Discord and type it in there? Or like you can PM me on Discord. Yeah, Aaron, Heroes was like excellent. Like the first season, like I was so in love with all those characters. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to see what happens with all these. Even Siler, who was like a huge jerk face, like I want to know what happens to all of them. And then by season 2, I was like, oh, okay, it's kind of going in a weird direction. And then by season 3, I was just like, what the hell is going on? I don't care about anybody anymore. They can all die. And then they tried to reboot Heroes, and it was just kind of like, no, okay. It was so boring, dude. It got so bad. Like I was just like, what happened? Like I don't care about any of these people. Like I think Heroes was definitely a show that didn't need to be um, continuously syndicated as far as plotline is concerned. I think they should have done one whole season and made sure it evolved to like a finalization by the end, even if they had to do like 25 shows for a season, but then start over again with a new set of heroes, like with a new set of circumstances. They learn about their powers. I mean, that's like the most exciting part is like you watch them learn about their powers and be like, oh my gosh, I'm somebody special. This is amazing. And, you know, see how many different ways that could go. What's going on with my camera? The bad guy with the telepathic, wasn't it Siler? Is that who you're talking about? I think so, or maybe not. I don't know. The weirdest one was like the guy who could see in the future by doing heroin and then drawing comic books on his floor. That was kind of a reach as far as powers are concerned. What's your power? Okay, so listen. I get high on drugs, on hardcore drugs, and then I paint comic books on the floor of my apartment. Yeah, you're just like, what? What kind of power is that? Just sounds like vandalism and drug abuse. You're like, no, 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 I promise it is the ability to see the future. Okay, man, but you just kind of sound like a hooligan or a miscreant. No, I'm a fortune teller. What? Are you sure, bud? You sure that's not the drugs talking? Yeah, the Japanese guy in Heroes was awesome. Like, they could have made a whole show just about that character. But then it gets like totally wacky, like, I'm a samurai, but also I can time travel. But also I've like solved the plot in the future and it's gonna be an apocalypse, but it's not if I come back to now. Like, what? It was cool though how he like suddenly became like he went from this nerdy, like dopey dude to like something smells really bad. Where's Deco? Oh, no, he's over there. Okay. Yeah, his powers only work when he's high. William, welcome back, man. Yeah, well, that was also why couldn't he just draw the comic book out on paper? Like, why did he have to paint it on his floor? Like, I don't. So every time he made a new comic, did he have to do like a whole repaint of his floor and then be like, all right, got to do a blank canvas again. Someone get out the floor paint. Okay, make sure it's interior paint, latex acrylic. It's got to match this sky blue Prima Dunes color. What? Um. Okay. Are you Kai? Are you on Discord right now? I'll DM you, and that way you can just DM me back. Okay. Let me see here. Um. Oh, by the way, guys, are any of you gonna play Path of Exile? If you are, let me know. Some of you had been talking about starting a clan online, and I was thinking Path of Exile could be something where we start like a clan or a guild. All right, Kai, I'm gonna look for you in the Discord, and then I'm gonna try and let me see here, general chat. Um, okay. Yeah, he does History Channel videos now. It is really weird. You're right. Yeah, and then he was on Star Trek, the remake of Star Trek as like the new version of Spock. I felt like that was not a great fit. That whole new reboot of Star Trek in general was kind of really like what? It's an action movie now? Like what is going on? Yeah, I'm thinking about I mean you guys, you can wait, you can get Path of Exile for free. So if if you decide you're like, I want to join, but I don't have the money for that right now, no matter what, you can get the game. I think like in 6 months it comes out totally for free, but right now it's like early access. If you don't know what it's like Diablo, but if it wasn't owned by like money hungry, greedy jerks like Blizzard. Yeah, that's true, Aaron. It is weird to see him like, well, when he played like Spock too, that was kind of like a weird fit where he's like suddenly like this logical guy with no sense of humor, not wacky at all, based on facts and logic. Is it bad that I want to keep watching Rosanna Pansino for her cooking baking videos, even though she and Dogpack fumbled the Mr. Beast case? I don't feel like she fumbled it that bad. I mean, I don't feel like her prime objective was not to topple Mr. Beast. She had a bad experience and she had every right to talk about that bad experience. And then when she found that mold in the cheese, that wasn't, that wasn't her, it's not her fault. Yeah, it's the cheese's fault. It's the cheese, it's the manufacturers, it's, the people, the Mr. Beast crew put in charge. I think Dogpack though, that dude is sketchy. Um, I'm not a massive fan of Mr. Beast anymore after some of the stuff that I've heard go down. Um, but I'm even less. I do not trust that Dogpack guy. Seems like an absolute shyster. Like, I mean, especially when he did like an AI voice of Mr. Beast and was like, "That's what he would have said on camera if I had interviewed him." And it's like, yeah, but you didn't, and he didn't say that. You made an AI voice that said that. Like, what? How misleading. Like, there's like nothing you can trust of what that guy said anymore. He's like completely edited, cut, worked around, used AI, and changed everything to like, he's obviously very bitter at being cut off from the Mr. Beast crew. I broke 2 ribs a few days ago being a drunk asshole out of 17. I'm actually starting to feel better now. 6 sober days now. Just looking to take a break. All right, Asper team, take it easy. Yeah, dude. Aaron's totally right. Yeah. Please take it easy on yourself. Um, that's rough when you break ribs, dude. Because you're like, oh, it only hurts when I breathe. you know, you okay? Yeah, yeah, I'm fine. It just hurts when I breathe. Um, Enterprise had. Yeah, Kai, I'm actually a huge Trekkie. Like, I love Star Trek. I'm not a big Star Wars guy, but I know a lot about, especially Next Generation. Next Generation was it was the best show ever. There'll never be a better show. It taught us so many lessons. It was like really progressive too, but was able to tell progressive, very left-leaning stories in the most subtle and well-developed and non-preachy mode ways ever. And no one's ever been able to recapture that. None of the new Star Treks, no nothing. Hey, man, beast, welcome. Happy to have you here, man. Yeah, I even told my buddy I need that medical scare. It wasn't the one. Well, sometimes it's got to happen, Aspertine. Sometimes it's just like something happens to you that you're like, oh, wow, this is a wake up call. Okay, maybe I need to slow down for a bit. Um, I mean, if you think about it, really though, um, that's one of the more, at least it was something safe where like you've injured a part of your body that heals pretty easy, aside from the suffering and pain that goes with it. You didn't get into any kind of accident. your accident didn't affect somebody else's life that would have had like a reaction that affected you for years to come. You didn't get involved in any kind of, car accident or fender bender or license suspension or anything like that. You didn't mess up a criminal record or anything like that. So if you think about it, you came away pretty good, but it really is a wake up call, and it means you need to take a step back and look at how things are going. Not that you're doing life wrong. We all do life wrong because there's no instruction booklet. Um, but, time to reevaluate, time to meditate a bit. Oh, Kai. All right, Kai. I'm direct messaging you right now, Kai. Kai, what about Line? Do you use Line SMS? Archer and Picard. I still say Picard is the best. Um, I don't know, but I kind of grew up with Picard, so maybe I'm partial to that. Picard is the absolute um, image of what it is to be stoic in a way that is reasonable and logical. Where I hear these people online, these manosphere weirdos talking about gotta be stoic, man. Don't let emotion affect your value of life. And so it's just like, what are you talking about? You're like spitting word salad. Um, that's a depiction of somebody who shows how someone can be stoic, logical, and precise in their decision making while still being empathetic, emotional, and reasonable with what you expect and demand of the people around you. The only thing Picard doesn't do right is we never get to see him as a father figure because he's not a fan of kids. So, I mean, it's good. It's good that they distinguish him in that way because that doesn't make him like every other character. It makes his own distinct version of how he is as a captain. And aside from Cisco, I don't know if any of the other captains do have children. I think Cisco's the only other one I've seen who has a child, right? Um, yeah, I feel like Picard is one of the best. Cisco's he's a really good captain too. I was way harsh on Deep Space Nine before I went back and watched it again and realized, nah, these are pretty good. All right, Kai, I direct messaged you. Star Trek reboot was weird. In movie format, the excitement of the world Yeah, ooh, Nuno, that was well defined. The excitement of world exploration was lost, and I mean that's what makes it so good is the world exploration. That's why the new one's doing so much better. What is the new one called? Like to boldly go or something like that, or to like um it literally like the new one. I've watched some of those, but then when we got into season 2, I couldn't get us into it anymore. I don't know why. All the captains are too busy being freaking badasses. They don't have time to make kids. I don't know. Cisco had like a great kid, and not only that, his kid became like super. Like he was like really well. The actor did an incredible job, and also the actor um, made made the character a believable son of a captain. Like you could see that he was like starting to strike out on his own, but at the same time starting to take on some of the lineage of what it was to be a captain. He himself doesn't become one. I think he does join uh what is it called? Star Force. What is the he joins the whole Star Trek whatever the training is they go through to become Star Force. I don't know. I forget what it's called. I don't remember all these names. My mom was all about Star Trek. To boldly go where no one has gone before. Yeah, man. Star Trek's good stuff, man. Um, Next Generation, though, if you go back and you watch some of the lessons that they teach, some of the morals and virtues that they execute through those, they are definitely told. Like they are incredibly well told. And it's something we're lacking a lot of today in modern TV and movies. It's like I don't know why, as people become more and more intelligent, because I know there's a constant buzz about like kids can't do this and this anymore, and kids are getting dumber and dumber. That's not true. There's certain aspects of kids that are becoming worse. For example, spelling is definitely becoming worse. Predictive text is kind of killing children's ability to spell anything. Um, but now that kids literally carry around a library in their pocket, their magnitude and depth of a subject that they're interested in is unlimited. And the value of what they can partake in with exploring anything their mind gets up to is unlimited. So knowledge is at a premium right now as far as them exploring anything that they want to go deeper and deeper and deeper into. So intelligence is at an all-time high. Um, that's why I don't understand why media continues to dumb itself down to beat people over the head with messages. Like, okay, if you want a virtue signal, if you want to show morals, if you want to teach a progressive idea, that's fine. Do it in a way like Crime and Punishment. You know, Dostoevsky taught incredible things through his stories in Russian literature, and he didn't beat you over the skull with it. He watched a character's progression into madness or, you know, self-assault or judgment of one's character in a way that was like beautifully told story that you could both, number one, understand, empathize with, and even embrace, even though it was a gray area as far as the character's level of discipline, reaction, and emotion were concerned. But now it's just like, this idea, good. Listen to this idea. Like, you're just like, what? Like, relax, calm down. Like, tell me a story first and worry about sewing the idea into that story rather than vice versa. Yeah, yeah, kids are way more intelligent than they ever were before, and it's BS for people. I mean, I can tell you, I work in the education system. Like, if a kid's interested in something, their level of knowledge in that is like far beyond what we would have ever been capable of at our same age. Now, there's certain things that AI and predictive text and the way the internet works is kind of destroying for them. And this happens even in Japan. Like, kids are starting to forget kanji because just like predictive text works in American spelling and stuff like that, where it's already showing you, are you trying to write this word? The same thing happens with kanji in Japan, where you start to type a couple of romaji and a bunch, like a drop down menu of kanji shows up, and they just click on the one that they were about to start typing in. And kids are starting to forget kanji because of that. It's happening all over the world with things like this. So I don't have an answer. I'm not a spelling teacher. I'm not an English teacher in America, like I was in Japan. Um, so I don't have a good answer as to how to fix that problem. But I feel like there needs to be a slower integration sometime as far as certain aspects of learning a language are concerned. We need to knock the examples of how to go about building blocks of spelling, language, and grammar out of the way first before we hand over the tablets, the iPads, the Chromebooks, and et cetera, et cetera. If kids are learning at an accelerated rate, that's wonderful, that's great. Let's knock out the basics first before we allow them that freedom to like delve into something on an epic level. Um, I understand there's something we might need to eventually just completely get rid of. Okay, you don't want to teach cursive anymore. I get it. Okay, there's not going to be a lot of value in cursive aside from someone getting into calligraphy, which is fine. We can add that to an art class. I understand. I love cursive. I think it's beautiful. I think you can really make amazing, writings and stuff like that with cursive. but I do understand that its value in this day and age are more so on an aesthetic point rather than a letter writing, report writing, book report writing, or anything sort of writing is concerned. I know it used to be part of literature and grammar and English and ELA or whatever you want to call the subject, but it has become, antiquated in today's use of PC. But there's other things like spelling, like, dude, we got to get kids to be able to do stuff like that. Like, that's important. Math skills. Math. Yeah. I'm a poor representation of speaking on how math should be consumed and taught, as my own math skills are lacking. I, of course, can easily enough do basic math and, you know, everything I need to get along in life, but I feel like, um, you know, there's definitely ways where it's more difficult when it's taught in America. One of the biggest things that Americans struggle with is the fact that our numbers change as we count up, whereas a lot of languages, the building blocks of the language match the building blocks of the numbers. We literally use words that are never used again, such as, three, and then we go to like 13, or we say two and then 12, right? Like 12 is never used again until you get to 112. Whereas in Japanese language, like when you get to even like 20, 20 is literally just saying two tens in English. And you're literally adding that as you say it. So the math, the addition, the numbers, and the language are all combined into one solid lesson. And so that's why math skills are easily developed in the Japanese language. It works the same in Arabic too. They've built the numbers into the language. Whereas since English is sort of this mutt language that was gathered and cobbled together from multiple European languages, we've never been able to integrate that. Um, how do you fix that? Again, I'm not a person to speak up for math. I've never been great at math, so I don't have a good answer for that. I need to get some more milk. Hey, don't jump up there. Don't jump up there. Hey, no, come on, man. You're a jerk, dude. I gave you a bunch of snacks and you jump up and almost knock my milk over. I had to suddenly pull it away and you almost knocked over my milk. Can you go make the bed like I've asked? Yeah. Please go make the bed. I've only asked multiple times. Okay. Okay. Oh. I think Rosanna Pansino means well. She made blunders, certain ones being a massive F ups when she was spreading awareness of Mr. Beast's inner ugliness. Yeah, I think she does mean well. But I feel like this is not her strength, being a sort of drama reporter or um, a a catalyst for change as far as bad actors are concerned in the YouTube media block. Um, I think, she should stick to cooking. She does great with that kind of stuff. It's the same as, someone within my genre going into drama type stuff. It's something that seriously affected the whole J-Vlog community in the past and something we should have never gotten into. Um, and I feel like it's the same for her. Like, we're not basing our whole channels around analyzing the bad acts of, the drama involved in different channels and stuff like that. So hence, when we do tackle stuff like that, we do it with a weakness. And that weakness is reacting to emotion rather than objective truth. Yeah, Asperteam, you're right. It is important to make kids go out and touch grass. That's very true. Oh, you sent a friend request? Okay, well, I mean, okay. I accepted your friend request. I sent you a direct message. You should be able to see a picture of my channel logo with a red dot next to it. And just click on that, and then whenever you are able to find that and click it, you should be able to just send me any info you want. Oh, that's right, Kai. I've heard of this. So Kai says cursive is much better than using an X to sign your name. And the first time I heard somebody in America say that, like I hadn't heard that until I came back to America. And I'm like, what do you mean an X to sign your name? And I found out there's like kids, they never learn how to write their name in cursive. So they just write an X for their name because they don't realize where you sign is how you do your name in cursive. And I was like, what? Like, that's insane. What do you mean? Like, it's like, well, they're not allowed to just print their name. They're supposed to do some kind of signature, and they never learn how to do the signature in cursive. So they just scribble an X because they think that's what cursive is. And I'm like, what? Is that's serious? What? Yeah, that's kind of super sad. My daughter, a cursive handwriting book, she really liked using because they don't teach anymore in school. Yeah, they don't teach anymore in school in Florida either. Um, but the sad thing is, I don't understand. They don't teach like spelling anymore either in schools. It's all based around these stupid fast and star tests that I think are useless. Oh well. Yeah. The main reason I wanted to get really good at cursive is because all the old medieval and like sort of esoteric occult and cryptozoological books I saw from, even stuff like um, Leonardo da Vinci and like his diaries. If you've ever seen what they look like, he's got this beautiful manuscript in there and stuff like that. All of his, what now again? We're going to be on camera again and be the big star again? All right. We'll turn it down to you, bud. Cat's on camera. You wouldn't even like this. Why would you be worried about like a protein bar? You're going to turn into like a hulking, what, like a bull terrier looking cat if you ate protein bars. No one wants that. They just want a pretty kitty, not a bulky neko. But yeah, like when I read all of like Leonardo da Vinci's like different manuscripts and stuff like that, how he had these sketches of like the human body and the heart and these inventions he came up with, all the beautiful cursive writing next to it made me also want to learn cursive and stuff as a kid. I thought like, yeah, I can do calligraphy. Like I can really get big into calligraphy. Oh, yum, yum, yum. You just here for pets? Are you here for that cup of milk? Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. If I ever do anything like that, I would take a leaf out of Twisted Disasters book and not name any names. Using drama and such references may not. Yeah. The cat's wondering why I'm still awake. Yeah, you're probably right. This guy always waits till I go to bed. And then he climbs on top of my tummy and then just sits there and purrs like a giant, warm, vibrating, I don't know, heated pillow. They stare at you when it's time to go to bed. Yeah, that's this guy too. He's always like, come on, Dad. You know, it's sleepy, Dad. I sleepy, Dad. I never liked the common idea that younger generations are the worse or less. Yeah, I hate hearing that all the time too. That's such BS. Like, how many times have we heard this before? It's like, these new younger generations don't know what it's like to grow up in our age. And you're like, you're right, they don't. Like, things have gotten better. And because things have gotten better, things have changed, technology's progressed, they do things different from you. That doesn't make it worse, okay? It may make it very different for how they approach stuff, but we are moving forward. We are not regressing. We're in the most peaceful, least violent, least amount of torture, least amount of murder, least amount of wars, least amount of religious and racial persecution ever in the history of time. Like, things are getting better. And I understand nostalgia for your own youth and your own time growing up, but don't use that as a comparison. You know, comparison is the death of satisfaction, so stop doing that. You don't want to eat that. Who's Deco? How he just stares up? Yeah. He's like, Dad, why don't you feed me that protein bar? He is a good boy. He's a really sweet kitty. He gets like really annoyed if I don't lay down on the couch at night, like if I keep getting up and moving around. He probably doesn't like Saturdays and Sundays too because I actually sit in front of the computer rather than lay down on the couch. When I lay down on the couch, he's really happy about it. He'll go up and like grab onto my leg, like dig his claws into my leg, and then just like look back at me and like hum pretty much. Welcome back, John Man Bob. Yeah, it's very true about raising a kid. You know, you try to do the best that you can. And just like I said about life, raising kids also does not come with an instruction booklet. We do the best with what we observe from our own life growing up. Um, you know, we try to observe the emotions, the guidance we can give, and the example of whatever type of adult version of ourselves we think would be best for our child. But at the end of the day, there's no perfect way. There is no absolute way to raise a child perfectly. You know, every culture, every background, every ethnicity, everything changes how you raise that child. And I feel like it is really negative to try to raise a kid, but also speak to saying, oh, kids these days don't know anything like we used to, or work as hard as we used to, and stuff like that. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Itchy, itchy ear. Scratchy, scratchy, scratchies. Oh yeah, Nuno. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I don't think. I see. I see what you're saying. Okay, you were talking to Aaron on that one. Yeah. No, I mean, and there's societal stuff that we can't even teach our kid. Like we don't have an answer for because we didn't grow up with those societal problems. Like, for example, cyberbullying. We don't always have like the best answers for stuff like that. We can just say, turn it off. Why don't you just turn it off? Why you log on to that stupid thing?" But we never grew up with these, or at least I didn't. I didn't grow up with that kind of stuff to deal with. Um, the biggest thing I worry about for youth is um, keeping records of embarrassment and like in a way that could be damaging to the future self. Um, I don't foresee this being a massive problem with every single kid in whatever country they're in, but recording anything that was even like slightly illegal or, borders on vandalism, hijinks, and the idiocy that we get into as youth is far more common now. And I feel like if I would have had a video camera or a way to upload what I was doing when I was, anywhere from a young teen on up to a young adult, that would have been bad news for me in modern day Scott. And I feel like that's kind of a rough spot that a lot of kids need to be careful of. They may be versatile, far more functioning, far more efficient than we ever were with computers, online, internet, etc. But they're still kids. And even though they have a mastery of all this technology, they don't see the ways in which this technology can have a mastery over them. And that's the dangerous part that worries me. Well, yeah. Actually, I'm about to finish up here and then I'm going to come. All right, let me just finish this up. I'm going to log off in just a bit. I'm actually getting crazy tired. Anyway, guys, um, I'm going to bring this guy to bed. I'm going to go check out something my son's building right now that he wants to show me. And well, I'll probably log on tomorrow at a little bit earlier time and we'll try to watch something then. Otherwise, um, great time hanging out. Fun to see new people on here. Glad to have you here, Aaron. We're glad to always see new people. Who else do we have tonight? There was one other guy. Snackin came back. That's right. Snackin was here. And Jilly D, we saw you come back tonight. That's cool. Sinclair came back again. I'm glad to see that. And we had Navajo MX. Always super happy to see new people like you, Navajo and Aaron. Please, please come back and join us again. We always have, as you can see, a pretty chill, civil conversation about all sorts of things going on. Questions tonight were astronomically amazing, like off the charts as far as these questions you asked tonight, guys. You've pretty much given me material for videos for like the next couple of weeks, which is insane. But yeah, I am crashing hard as far as like the sleep goes. I think I'm still recovering from yesterday. If you guys know, I worked that 14 and a half hour shift, which I didn't feel it last night. I was still like really excited and ready to go with the stream. I'm surprised I made it 3 hours, but I think it's finally catching up to me tonight. So love you all. Hope you guys have a great night and talk to you. Oh, you've been watching me for 10 years, Aaron. Thank you. Well, then thank you for the long time view. It's always a great thing to be um, talking with people who've been with me that long because we share a lot of history as far as like what our interests have been usually. And John, sorry you didn't catch us till a little bit later. Um, we'll try to. We'll be going. We might go. Now we probably won't go later tomorrow because I got to work on Monday. But um, next week I have way more time to do this, so we'll try to catch you a little bit later. Have a good